Hey guys, so we got some kind of big news.
Big news for you.
Well, it's kind of experimental, but we'll just see how it turns out. So pretty much, I've been looking at more and more sponsors, and really, let's be serious. Are you guys actually here for that? No, of course you're not. You're here for actual, like, the most
good content.
You're here for high quality cringe. The problem is you can't actually do high quality cringe on YouTube anymore. It's been what since like at least 2015, 14.
Yeah, you can't actually make fun of people and stuff.
You can't do the good stuff. So I decided to look into it, and I was like, you know what? Sam Hyde does pretty well.
Yeah, he does
on
pretty well
on that site, and he hasn't been bad. So yeah, we've set up.
Sam Hyde can do it.
If Sam Hyde can pull it off, it's worth it to go. Like if he hasn't been banned, I got faith in the platform, and that was the biggest problem, was finding the right platform to be able to use.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just not worth it. And you guys know what normie internet's like.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So what we have is a subscription-based, unhinged and uncensored terminally online videos for $7.50 a month.
So the way it works is it's a $7.50 a month, new videos every Friday. There are currently 3 videos
There's
up
3
there.
videos there for you to watch.
They've already been done.
And
I think they're pretty rough. They're pretty rough.
They are hefty.
So the first one delves into conspiracies. The second one talks about why do women have to lust over dogs. Yeah, I mean, like, about the dog pill. It's really bad.
And we can't mention the third one on YouTube.
The third one we can't even talk about YouTube.
On YouTube.
So there you go. That's when you know it's good. Okay, guys.
So like $7.50 a month if you think
and
about it.
And also you get access to all of them, and it'll be continuously like that. So
once a week, every Friday, so you'll be finishing your week with us.
And the way it works is you always have access to all the videos.
Yeah, so you can go back and you can watch them again. It's not like one watch thing. No, you can go back and watch them again, or if you have friends around, you can stick on the videos or whatever. So
hopefully it works.
Hopefully it works. And also, if you go on, you subscribe to it, and you like it, honestly, email us, contact us, email us like stuff you want us to react to.
Yeah, give us the good stuff.
If you see like some fucked up stuff.
The only thing is I've got over the guidelines.
So there can't be like actual like the hub.
You can't do that. That's the only thing.
Because we wanted to go and e-fucked.
Yeah,
but we can't do that.
That's pretty much the only thing that they don't allow. Like, but bar that, you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah.
So
like we can watch like really obscure documentaries,
stuff
like that. Like all that stuff.
I wanted to see the one, but you know your boys that have got that thing with the cars, and your boy goes ahead and he
I'm pretty sure most people watch that.
Yeah,
though.
It's kind of old by this point.
Yeah.
But look, just to let you guys know about it, we'll talk about it at the end to go over anything, and we'll answer any questions in the comments down below. But look, let's jump into this, will we? Right, this one.
I aspire.
This is what I wish to be. If I ever end up in a nursing home, this is what I want to be like.
I used to work in a retirement home and was bullied by an elderly 4chan user. He used to bully me and make constant jokes about me being trans and a person of colour, but my manager never backed me up on any of it, and we weren't allowed to record without permission inside of the care home. So it always came down to my word versus his, and since we were always short-staffed, I had to keep dealing with him. Anytime I made a complaint, and management even bothered to inquire about it, he'd just say, I can't recall. And I don't remember saying that.
I don't remember.
And get away with it. Because at the end of the day, his family were paying heaps of money for him to stay there. And in my state, they help with about 90% of the funding if you make under a certain amount. So they were never going to kick him out. I found out he used 4chan because I caught him using it multiple times. But anytime I brought it up to management, they said that it's freedom of speech and ignored any articles I showed that proved that 4chan isn't about free speech, but just promotes hate speech against vulnerable groups.
This is the best bit.
The bullying from him got so bad that anytime he'd piss or shit himself and I had to clean it up, he'd say, "Clean it up, Johnny." This is so beast.
I want this. If there's one story we're ever going to do where I'm like, that I want to be true, this has to be the true one. This has to be out of all of them.
Clean it up, Johnny, which I'm pretty sure is a slur because I'm trans and my name is not Johnny.
I mean, like, Johnny may as well be a slur, Mike, for public.
He once walked up out of his bed, called me over, and then promptly shat on the floor and pointed to it and said, "Clean it up, Johnny," which prompted me to quit soon after. I tried to sue them for facilitating a hostile work environment, but because of the stupid anti-trans judges DeSantis has put everywhere, they dismissed my case due to lack of evidence.
That's beautiful.
This is so funny.
That's beautiful.
It's so funny.
Now,
That is so good.
I think I know what the thumbnail's going to be anyway. Right, you ready for some man-made horrors?
Right. Freeze your eggs, free your career. A new fertility procedure gives women more choice in the quest to have it all.
Does it though?
Cruel twist of fate for single woman who froze her eggs in her 30s to free her career. Last year, with her 45th birthday looming and no sign of Mr. Right, Bridget Adams excitedly unfroze the 11 eggs and selected a sperm donor. Manhattan Beach, California, Bridget Adams caused a sensation 4 years ago when she appeared on the cover of Bloomberg Business Week's under the headline, "Freeze your eggs, free your career." She was single and blonde. What does blonde have to do with it? Okay, she was single and blonde.
Well, I mean, like, you know, how many years ago? 4 years, so she was 41. It's a bit late to be freezing eggs even at that point, let's be serious.
She was single and blonde, a Vassar graduate who spoke fluent Italian and was working in tech marketing for a number of prestigious companies. Her story was one of empowerment, how new fertility procedures were giving women more choices, as the magazine noted provocatively, in the quest to have it all. Adams remembers feeling a wonderful sense of freedom after she froze her eggs in her late 30s. Despite the $19,000 cost, her plan was to work a few more years, find a great guy to marry, and still have a house full of her own children. Things didn't turn out the way she hoped. In early 2017, with her 45th birthday looming and no sign of Mr. Right, she decided to start a family on her own. She excitedly unfroze the 11 eggs she had stored and selected a sperm donor. 2 eggs failed to survive the thawing process, 3 more failed to fertilise. That left 6 embryos, of which 5 appeared to be abnormal. The last one was implanted in her uterus. On the morning of March 7th, she got the devastating news that it, too, had failed. Well, maybe don't freeze your fucking eggs whenever you're in your late 30s.
I don't think freezing eggs, like, don't get me wrong, it does work.
No, it does. No, 100% it does work.
It does work.
But it doesn't work in your late fucking 30s, I'm telling you that.
Yeah, it's pretty...
Eggs naturally have a lower chance of fucking working in your late 30s.
Yeah.
So why would you freeze them? If you freeze it, like, in your mid-20s.
Megan, that doesn't sound very empowering. That doesn't sound very important, you know. That sounds kind of bigoted, man. Not gonna lie. I wish Gargo was here. Yeah.
Adams was not pregnant, and her chances of carrying her genetic child had just dropped to near 0. She remembers screaming like a wild animal, throwing books, papers, her laptop, and collapsing to the ground. It was one of the worst days of my life. There were so many emotions. I was sad, I was angry, I was ashamed. Maybe you should have just got a fucking sperm donor earlier on. You know, instead of freezing them, why didn't you just get a sperm donor in your late 30s, got pregnant naturally?
She was looking...
And dealt with it.
She needed to free up time to find Mr. Guy. You don't get that, Megan. You know, the thing is, I would feel really bad for this woman. Like, I would feel bad for her.
Just looking at her face makes me think like she's absolutely insufferable.
Yeah, she probably is. The thing is, she's on the cover of a magazine promoting this to other people, so that's where I don't feel... She's on the cover of
a magazine titled Bloomberg.
Yeah. Okay, but you know, the thing is, she's promoting this to other people. That's where I'm like, you know what, fuck her. I don't really feel bad. Like, you know, I would, for anyone else, it's a pretty devastating thing to happen to anyone, but, yeah, but like, I mean, the way she's promoting it's like, that's your problem.
It was one of the worst days of my life. There were so many emotions. I was sad, I was angry, I was ashamed, she said. I questioned, why me? What did I do wrong? Okay. In an age when egg freezing has become so popular that hip employers such as Apple and Facebook cover it as a perk, and grandparents help finance the procedure.
Wait, so do tech companies actually pay for people to freeze their eggs? Is that actually a thing? No way.
Wait, let me read that again. Hip employers such as Apple and Facebook cover it as a perk, and grandparents help finance the procedure as they might a down payment for a house. There's surprisingly little discussion about what happens years later when women try to use them. Fertility companies tend to advertise egg freezing, something, I don't know what that says.
They're freezing it. It's a fancy word for freezing.
In scientific terms, as something that can stop time. And many women believe they are investing in an insurance policy for their future baby. But isn't it like whenever you freeze an egg, isn't it?
I would
it
argue-
only lasts a certain amount of time, and like whenever you're like unfreezing them to inseminate them, does it not only have like 60% chance anyway?
Yeah, it's got a pretty low chance. Honestly, I think
It's
freezing...
the same with sperm as
freezing
well.
can't...
If you freeze sperm, it's the same, because
I-
it's like they get like really slow and like fucking
Yeah.
brain dead. So the chances of having like
It pretty much plummets. I don't think, honestly, like I'm not a biologist. However, I don't think freezing something and bringing something back to life, it sounds like a good idea.
I know, say that to Walt Disney.
I mean, like, if I had the money, but I'm not going to, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't think it's really worth the bet, if I be honest with you.
But the math doesn't always hold up. On average, a woman freezing 10 eggs at age 36 has a 30 to 60% chance of having a baby with them. According to published studies, the odds are higher for younger women, but they drop something for older
so
women.
exactly what you said.
Yeah. They also go up with the number of eggs stored, as does the cost. But the chance of success varies so wildly that the chance of success varies so wildly by individuals that reproductive specialists say it's nearly impossible to predict the outcome based on
The data
something
they have.
on the data.
It's very fuzzy, guys. Yeah,
I know, do your fucking research.
pretty much. That sounds like other modern...
I know, it sounds like her problem.
it sounds like other modern experiments that people sign themselves up for.
Yeah.
Do you want to... you know what? I was going to save this one for a different video, but I'm kind of in the mood to do it now. I'm gonna get something up here, Megan. Wait till you see this. This is...
Oh, no.
This is so
Whenever I
fucking
say
cursed.
stuff like this, I'm
this
scared.
no, this is bad. So this is an article from Insider. Right, you ready for this? Just read the first couple lines.
The Big Short. A urologist wants to make his penis enlargement implant as common as breast implants. Some men who've gotten it say it's left them deformed and in excruciating pain.
You've no idea. Like, see the deformities? Like,
Wait,
so,
what?
do you want me to give you a quick rundown, or do you want to just jump? Look, we'll just jump into this. It's
Read the whole
cursed.
thing?
No, we're not going to read the whole thing. We're going to go for highlights. All right.
Okay.
So Matt liked his penis.
Matt liked his penis. The length was fine, the girth was awesome, but it curved.
Oh no.
Not like a
Scimitar.
scimitar or letter C, but a gentle little bend. It bugged him. Most men's
It's kind
things
yeah, I thought
do
that,
that.
I thought that's kind of like more the norm than anything.
Not that I've seen a lot, but like most that I've seen
Tend to be.
tend to have a wee,
Bit of
just, you know, not a sharp bend, but like just a little,
Yeah.
a dip in the road. I just, you know what I mean?
Right.
I wanted it to be straight, said Matt, a contractor in his 40s who lives in the western US.
Of course he did.
He worried the curve was hurting his girlfriend during sex.
Do you not just say that?
Did he not ask his girlfriend this?
Yeah. What do you
like,
think
does
of
it
that?
hurt you?
Do you like that curve? Do you like that?
After an online search, Matt diagnosed himself with Peyronie's disease, a condition that causes serious curvature of the penis. It affects about 1 in 10 men in the US.
It can't be that bad.
Serious curvature? Like, what are we on about serious?
Right.
Look, quick Google search of
Sorry, guys. Hold up.
serious curvature. That was serious curvature.
P-E-Y-R-O-N.
Serious.
Peyronie's disease. Let's see images. Oh, it's what the no, Jesus Christ. Oh, it's gully curved. Some of them guys.
Let me see.
Oh, okay, that could be an issue.
Wait, why is that like a 90-degree angle?
Yeah, that's kind of mad.
No.
Well, the guy doesn't have that, so he doesn't need it. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, why is it like a 90-degree angle though? My guy is acute.
Average engineer's cock.
Is it acute or obtuse?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well,
I wasn't very
wasn't
good.
very good at math.
Right, so
Sure, the $16,000 what? price tag
Honestly,
was hefty.
it's like that's not like, you know, compared for
And
whenever people say like American terms, like when it comes to like doctors and stuff, it's always like $50 billion.
Well, yeah.
So like
it's like fucking like 500, like £500,000 to have a baby.
yeah.
Sure, the $16,000 price tag was hefty and his insurance didn't cover it, but that didn't dissuade him. People invest in redoing their decks. He said of his mindset at the time, I'm investing in my body. But a few weeks after receiving it in
Paluma.
Penuma in 2019, Matt said he began to experience terrible pain, followed by a seroma, fluid collecting under the skin. What?
So-
and significant swelling. So like a blister?
So pretty much what they do is they like
His
insert
penis
this like
rubbed like a metronome. Going anywhere.
essentially what they do is they're implanting this like bit of
Balloon?
plastic. No, it's like a bit of plastic in your cock.
Yeah, but
They're putting in.
are you meant to go soft then, or do you just always stay erect?
It's pretty much you're always hard. It's like you're walking about always hard.
Why?
It doesn't work. That's the thing. We're going to work
Remember
out.
the guy who used balls as a table?
No.
James, we watched this
What do you mean?
documentary.
Oh, yes.
The guy with the big balls and he used them as a table. He died.
He was black fella and he died like a diabetes like 2 years after.
Yeah, he had like massive fucking balls, and they were that big that he used them as a table because he couldn't get a table close to him. Anyway, List and his team told Matt it will all be normal and the swelling would decrease over time. Matt said it didn't. Ultimately, Matt's penis was curved even worse than it had been before. Like an orange peel in the sun, he said. I had to push it into the toilet to go pee.
Oh, that must... Right, well, do you want to see how... Like,
The Big Short. Pneuma is marketed as easy, safe and removable, but the company also disclosed real risks.
Nothing is safe when it comes to putting a big bit of plastic in your cock.
No.
I'm just going to put it out there, guys.
Pneuma.
Just don't.
Pneuma is inserted subdermally through an incision in the scrotal area and connected to a portion of the penis shaft within the body using polyester mesh or hidden sutures. It's promoted as a brief outpatient procedure, typically lasting 45 to 60 minutes.
Okay.
At least it's quick. My patients are so happy. When I remove the dressing, they have tears in their eyes. Alice said some of them used to go to the gym and hide behind towels because their penis was retracting like a turtle.
Aww.
Now one of them says, I go to the gym more often. I intentionally drop my towel so they can see what I have.
Right, what is with boomers getting their cocks out in the gym?
It's always old men. Like
What? Like, I'm putting it out here right now. I'm just not going to be one of those guys that's like in like a public place and has my cock out.
does yours retract like a turtle?
Well, yeah, I would say I'm definitely more of a grower.
Well, you are a grower.
Definition, I would say.
Yeah.
So
But one 2019 case study of an unhappy pneuma patient points out the implants can have major risks. This cosmetic procedure may have underreported rates of side effects, including infection, chronic pain, atrogenetic erectile dysfunction, and penile disfigurement, the report concludes. Insider, why is this not disclosed? Insider spoke with 14 men who received the pneuma implant. 9 said they experienced issues such as massive swelling, erectile dysfunction, and excruciating pain in their penis.
So unless you got like a proper microcock, just don't bother. But even then, I don't think it's worth it.
It's not worth it.
I don't think it's worth it.
My guys.
I think I'd rather have a microcock than go through this. This just gets worse and worse, by the way, guys.
Be careful what you wish for, James. Here, because I wouldn't wish that you had a microcock.
I would rather have a microcock than go through this.
Well, yeah, I would. A New York man who had the surgery in January 2021 described it as the worst mistake of his life. The post-surgical pain was so bad, he said that he fantasized about cutting my dick off.
Well, there you go. That's why you're better off having a microcock.
Ew.
I don't even think any of these people actually do have micrococks, though. I think they're just like really insecure.
Yeah, probably. In interviews with 9 dissatisfied pneuma incidents, all declining to use their full names, partially because they were afraid of being sued and partially because, well, penis enlargement surgery. None of them wanted to broadcast their enhancements in a public forum. The New York man said he got pneuma in his as an early 40th birthday present because as a 6'7" gay man, people expect me to be hung. Now, there's this foreign object in a very sensitive part of the body and the body is pissed about it. He said it doesn't bend, it feels like a dildo.
Oh my god.
What? His penis no longer hangs the way it used to. Imagine the head of the penis as a clock and they put the implant in at 12. Well, mine's at 11 or 10.
Wait, so...
Wait.
Let me
head of the penis.
So it means it's like...
So it's like that.
So his cock's at like... His tip
Like
of his
this.
cock's at like a weird angle.
Like
it's like...
that.
So his dick's
Like-
just got a big dip in it.
Like
It just doesn't...
that.
Yeah. It would work better if you could see her hands.
Yeah. Before getting pneuma last May, James, a 36-year-old Nevada trader, had an average-sized penis, about 5¼ inches when erect. That's pretty...
I wouldn't
It's
call
not
it...
big, but it's like
not,
normal.
It's not like...
It's not small
It's not-
by any
I-
means. It's just like...
Look, there's no need to be doing this to yourself if you got a cock like that. That's nothing.
It's
perfectly-
on the smaller side, but it's not like...
I would call it
Tiny.
I would say the only person that'd be worrying about this has complained.
Yeah, it's on.
Just work it. You know what I mean?
But he wanted to be a little bigger. After reading about pneuma in GQ and watching videos of the surgery online, he said he felt like he was in good hands with the list. But immediately after the surgery, James said he was overcome by excruciating pain and major swelling. When he woke up with his usual morning erection, it felt as if someone had jammed a red hot ice pick down my urethra. He said a list's office told him that was normal.
That should not be normal.
3 days after the procedure, James had his bandages removed. He noticed throat pubescence bulging out of both sides of his penile shaft. He said a list office told him this too was normal. Then he discovered he had zero sensation at the top of the shaft when erect. He pinched himself hard just to make sure. Nada. That's like me pinching. Do you know girls, if they pinch the underside of their boob, like underneath, they're like on their breast, but underneath?
There's no.
I can pinch as hard as I can, but I won't feel anything.
Why is that?
Because, well, if you have smaller boobs, you feel, but bigger booby girls, they don't, because the weight kills the nerves underneath.
Oh, right, okay.
The weight of the boobs pushing down kills the nerves underneath, so you could literally like slice my boob out underneath, and I won't feel it.
I didn't know that. That was
just
the thing.
letting you know. James officially panicked.
Panic!
I'm panicking. I'm going to lose my cock. James officially panicked. My heart's going pitter patter. When his seroma grew so big that he developed what's something known as penguin dick. Picture a disproportionately huge shaft with a tiny little head. No, you see, because I need to look up
penguin dick.
See, if this was unpaid for, it would show you the picture.
Penguin dick. I really want to be googling this.
Moby Dick? Penguin? What? No.
I got some like.
No, it's just showing me an actual penguin's cock.
So I'm going to assume it's like a oh, so I get it. So it's kind of like, if you look at the shape of a penguin, you know the way they've got like they're kind of broad.
They're like broad and then their head's like really small?
Yeah. So it's kind of like.
Okay, no, I get it.
Like a penguin.
I don't know what pictures you got, but I got pictures I don't want to see again.
Right, okay.
Right,
let's keep going.
In September, James Brandt, the Salt Lake City urologist who fixes penile augmentation, removed the implant. After the removal, he discovered his penis had reduced in size to only 3 inches.
He gave himself a microcock.
Imagine giving yourself a microcock. That destroyed me, he said. I went to a dark place. Thanks to a penile stretcher, James's penis is now about 3.5 inches when erect.
Oh, great. So he gave himself. Wait, so he gave
so
himself.
So if he'd done that in the beginning,
he might have had an extra.
It would have been like
what?
Maybe close to 6.
Yeah, he could have been close to 6.
My God. But sex is problematic, he said, because of a painful, drastic upward curve and scar tissue left over from the surgery. Ellis declined to comment on James's case or other specific patient outcomes, citing confidentiality issues.
So, in other words, they're pretty much fucked. How many of them don't even have cocks anymore, do you think?
Mate, I don't know.
How many?
How many do you think?
So they've done what?
Done the flip.
Let's just see. Let's keep going, will we?
A self-described model patient experiences painful complications. Cat. After his self-diagnosis with Perinans, whatever it is, Matt travelled to Ellis, Beverly Hills, California.
Of course, it's in Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills.
I've got a microcock. Please, doctor, shrink my cock.
After he went to Beverly Hills, California office in September 2019, before even meeting with the doctor, he forked over a deposit of $1,500.
Okay.
He was handed a consent form as thick as a porterhouse steak. It informed him of potential complications includes seromas, penile retractions in both erect and flaccid states, and impotence. The forms also required him to not disclose any aspects of the procedure or itself. If he did, he could face legal action.
So there you go. Even in the consent form,
you're signing a deal with the devil here. It has everything down. It's like, oh, by the way,
also
your dick's going to be like Frankenstein here.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
Do you still want it? Tick yes, maybe.
Oh, by the way, you also got to pay us $1,500 before you even see the consent forms. Yes. Just put that out there.
Right.
Next one.
The next day, Matt had the surgery, which lasted about an hour. Afterwards, he followed the doctor's orders. No sex, no masturbation, diligent use of a compression sock that fits snugly around the penis. I was an absolute model patient, he said. I left it alone and wrapped it like a swaddling baby. I made sure that I don't like that expression, by the way.
Yeah.
I made sure that I changed the dressings often. I kept everything in the compression wrap. His girlfriend, a registered nurse, confirmed to Insider that she double-checked his handiwork. Matt was instructed to stay in touch with the list's office for 8 weeks, which he said he did other than 2 or 3 weeks stint early on when he was out of the country. And likely to experience spotty reception. I asked them before I left if that was okay with that gap, and they verbally said yes, he said. Complications hit around week 4. In an October 4th, 2019 email to a list, Matt wrote, "When I get random erections at night, the blood flow combined with the additional fluid swelling is overwhelmingly painful."
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. That doesn't sound cash money, man.
Some swelling is common and expected after the surgery, Ellis responded via email. It may feel like a water balloon because fluid is trapped under the skin, but this will be reabsorbed as you continue to heal. It did not. In February 2020, 5 months after the initial surgery, Matt saw Ellis in person. He said the urologist told him he could use an upgrade to a near replacement implant. Matt declined, infuriated. Upgrade? This wasn't a bump up to business class. Instead, he had Ellis remove the implant altogether, but new complications arose.
Of course, he's like, you can't. Could you really trust this guy? Do you really think he's not going to make an absolute hack of your cock?
I know.
And be
come
like,
on.
you know what? Yeah, we're going to have to do it again, man. I'm sorry. Do you want to cough up for a third operation?
Ugh.
You up for that? Yeah, that sounds good.
To hold the implant in place, Ellis had inserted a
COVID
polyester mesh that's typically used for hernia surgery. As a result, Matt said scar tissue had formed over his penis, constricting blood flow and preventing it from stretching and expanding. During his visit, Matt recalled a list referring to it as a capsule and said it was normal and healthy. Matt balks at the enthusiasm. That's a wonderfully candy-coated way of saying there's going to be fibrous scar tissue inside of you, he said. It's like saying a head-on collision is 2 cars kissing.
Well, look, man, honestly, the thing is, you've got, like,
your fault.
I can't.
You done it. You paid the money. You had the consent form in front of you. You could have fucking read it.
Just don't.
Yeah.
Just don't.
How about no?
Seriously, just don't. I think anyone that actually cares about you could turn around and say to you, it's like, man, your cock's fine.
His wife was his girlfriend was a fucking nurse, and she was like wrapping his cock for him.
Megan,
like, there you go.
Megan, it's Beverly Hills, West Coast City.
I suppose. The most vain place.
They probably think that there's a lot of different surgeries out there that completely change you as a human being and are completely fine.
Right, okay, James.
And
don't go there.
They will completely.
James Gumload goes there.
Oh, okay. You know what? Check the links out down below. Maybe you can check out our behind the paywall content, and maybe you might just enjoy it. Maybe we might be able to talk about that sort of thing more openly.
Let's move on. As Matson learned, the FDA had issued an info sheet about hernia repair with mesh. The procedure's most common adverse effect, the agency noted, included pain, infection, mesh migration, and mesh shrinkage. Contraction. Matt said none of these had come up in the discussion with the list, nor any of the documents he signed. Ellis disputes this. Ellis himself recently stopped using mesh in pneuma surgeries, saying the newest generation of the device didn't wire it.
I wonder. That's very interesting.
Through fallow boards and Reddit threads, oh no. Matt has now spoken with numerous men who say they regret receiving pneuma. Of course people who are fucking on Reddit get this.
Yeah.
There's a reason they call it your manhood, Matt said. It becomes part of your self-identity. When that becomes mutilated, men go to a very dark place very fast.
You don't fucking say.
You don't fucking say.
You can tell anyone that. Oh, you know what? I decided to cut off my arm.
Is this gonna come out as transphobic or something?
Oh, probably will be. Let's be serious.
After his own disastrous experience, Matt flew around the country trying to find a doctor to help him. He said he had 7 pricey correctional procedures. His penis looks okay, he said, and the original curvature is gone.
Well, that's good, but what state's it in these days?
I want to see a picture before and after, that's what I want to say.
Yeah.
It looks like it's finally back to normal and it works great now, but it took a fortune and years of despair to get here, he said. He said he's still furious with himself and Ellis, and he's planning to pursue legal action. If it were up to him, he said, both pneuma and Ellis would be banned. I wouldn't give a shit.
Pure got it analogy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ban you. Not that I want. Not
Clean
that
it up, Johnny.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a shit if I had to pay more money and crawl on broken glass to have this guy stopped, he said.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
Removing the implant may cause new issue. Penuma is marketed as being removable, but parting ways with the implant may cause new problems, according to allegations in a current class action lawsuit against the list. In the complaint, filed in May 2022, a 22-year-old San Antonio man alleges that before undergoing the procedure, he had a normal, healthy penis. Then
why did you bother?
With no soft tissue deformity of the penis, nor any urological problems of any kind. Why would you do that then?
Yeah, look, what's going on, man?
According to the complaint, once the man received Penuma, 2 corners began sticking out, eventually puncturing the skin. The man alleges that he couldn't sleep on his back or stomach or bend down to tie his shoe without pain. He woke up multiple times in the middle of the night with painful erections. He got no sleep for at least 3 months. A reconstructive urologist surgeon in Austin ultimately removed the device, but the man said he continued to suffer complications, including penile retraction, loss of sensation and scarring. In the complaint, the man said he no longer has feelings at the top of the shaft of the penis, and still feels pain at the bottom of the shaft.
So pretty much you may as well just cut his cock off at this point.
In an emailed statement, the man's lawyer, Amy E. Tabur of the Houston-based Cadell and Chapman, said she was committed to pursuing claims that false representation in Penuma's marketing misled thousands of men to purchase the Penuma device and procedure.
Just don't.
I had not ever been told that it was reversible with conditions, said Kyle, 31, a software engineer from Colorado who received Penuma in August 2019. About 2.5 years later, he said his penis began to hurt during sex. He awoke one morning to serious inflammation, which ultimately required 2 trips to California to have a list drain the swelling. Kyle had his implant removed by Brandt in March 2022 and spent months doing stretching exercise to regain 2 inches of penile length he lost from the removal.
What do you mean stretches?
Wait, I want to know. Is it like, you know, one of them old torture things where it's like the rack? Is that what it is?
Do you have to go on the rack for 2 hours a day? What type of stretches are you going?
I don't know.
Do these work? Well, like, here.
Wait, if these work? Do they?
Do they?
James, get on to that, my guy.
I don't know. After these guys, I don't think it's worth it. Just like, love yourself, man. That's all I can say.
He said his sensation had almost all returned, but he still had a strand of scar tissue running along the top of his penis. I wish I would have known more about the risks of removal, he said. Everyone talks about the risks of it going in, but there's not a lot of emphasis on the risks of taking it out.
Yeah, you pretty much fucked, man. So yeah, what do you think of that for absolute man-made horrors beyond your comprehension? That is
ridiculous. So who's getting the Penuma, my guys? What a name. It even sounds ugly. Penuma.
Do you want to go to Penuma? Penuma, man? Yeah? No. Do you want to do it?
Penuma, yeah.
Oh my god. So, yeah, this is really cursed. But you know what's also, like, cursed but in a good way? Gumload. You should check it out.
Gumload.
So,
$7.50 a month.
$7.50 a month.
That's it. And you don't get stuff like this. This is like you get way better. This
is okay for YouTube. What you get is stuff that is.
I don't know. Well, it says okay for YouTube. It said penis quite a lot, so I don't know.
Well, we'll find out. Like, you know,
put it down as educational.
Yeah, we'll just something like that. But look, check it out. If you go down to the link down below, you will find the tweet link, and the first one there. If you click that, then go to Gumload, and then $7.50. And if you pay $7.50, you get access to everything. So you do,
and a new video every single Friday.
And if you have any,
and there's 3 videos there for you to binge already, so hopefully that'll get you through.
And they're long videos. We're trying to make them like hour long.
They're over an hour anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously it depends if you send in submissions and stuff like that. Obviously it depends. Like if we're going to watch a documentary or something like that, it's probably going to be longer.
Yeah. So we'll just find out. You know, look, it's still. I think the thing is we can do stuff that's a lot more experimental because we don't have the restrictions of YouTube.
Yeah.
But there is some.
There is still like. Some, but whenever I say some, it's like it's stuff that you expect. You can't just sit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You can't watch. Obviously, you can't watch like.
I don't think.
I think you can watch gore videos on a certain extent. I don't know.
I'm not sure. I'm going to
need to look into that.
But look, if Sam Hyde's been on the site for years and he hasn't been banned, I think I'm pretty happy.
Us.
You know, so we should be okay. Is there anything else to talk about now?
Gumload, that's it.
Yeah.
Go check it out. The videos are so good. There's 3 there. Like seriously, just go. Hopefully it'll get you through to Friday. Just fucking go.
Just fucking do it, man. Just fucking go.
Do it.
Fucking do it. Alright, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy and we'll see you next time.
Bye.